I know. Hello, everybody, and we are back for the fourth and final hour of Star Wars Resurgence. All right.
Don't say final hour, because sometimes that's true for weeks.
True.
So let's just say the fourth hour of Star Wars Resurgence. Let's just say,
Of
finishing
week
this
two.
evening.
Yeah, finishing the
week
night,
two.
finishing the session.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
So we need to make stop-off points. Apparently, in order to get into the deep core in general, you need like permits and all that other stuff. So we're gonna end up stopping off on a planet prior called Randon, which seems to be like a heavy trader world where a lot of hyperlanes intersect and people kind of land and take off and sell their wares, buy a bunch of wares. So it looks like that's where we're gonna end up making a stop first.
Are we gonna get some papers there? Too bad we don't have to read anymore. She used to make them for us.
Yeah, she was apparently epic at making
Forgeries.
Forgery papers.
Yeah.
Hey, Warbo, could you do me a favor? Could you roll for me a check? Just give me 1 second to tell you exactly what the check is.
I'd love to hear.
I'd love to tell you. Now I've got myself waiting with bated breath. All into knowledge skills. It's going to be, I suppose it'll be Outer Rim.
Can I roll an outer rim?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have it set right? So when I roll.
1 second though before you roll, Mags. Yours is going to be a bit different of a check. All right, go ahead.
You got the same thing.
Wow. Jeez. That's
high five.
Yes, let's 5 and whatnot.
Yeah, there you go. He booped your hand. So both of you guys are able to realize that this world that you're going to, Randon, on the hyperlane that you're traveling, I don't even know if maybe Doc, she's the one handling this stuff, would maybe be the ones that bring it up to Werbo. But Randon, on the hyperlane that you guys are traveling on right now, which is the Udamane Pable hyperlane, it is actually the last planet, a huge intersection, as Mathis has just said, for 5 different hyperlanes. But it's actually the last one before Kashyyyk.
Wow.
Now, you don't have to go to Kashyyyk. There are other ways that you can go to get to where it is that you are trying to get to eventually. But it's definitely something worth noting is that it is the last planet, a couple weeks travel still from Kashyyyk along this hyperlane. Would you say anything as to Werbo about this before you guys ever get there? Or does Werbo just know this because he found out that you are now there and he just knows it?
Warbo knows what's up. But I don't think we need to talk about it.
Okay. Okay. So you guys are making your way, landing over at Randon again. To land here. Now, what is, as Mathis has just described very briefly, pulling into this planet and looking at the way it's set up, it is a huge trading world. It's a huge kind of corporate world. It has a large corporate building, towers that exist here. Now, this is not going to be as extravagant as, say,
Coruscant.
Thank you, Coruscant. I don't know why nouns are eluding me today. So it's not going to be as extravagant as Coruscant, where literally every single solitary fleck of the planet is going to be these ridiculous towers and this huge block upon block upon block of inner layer and outer layer of city, right? But it is going to be a completely populated planet with only small areas of beauty and whatnot that are set aside for nature walks, or the case may be. So flying into this planet and seeing that there are large cities here, it almost feels as though you're entering the core itself by coming to this planet. I mean, Werbo, have you ever been to a planet as crazy populated like this before? If so, how long has it been? Doc, I know it's been a long while for you.
In my past, I'm old. I've been to planets like this before.
Okay. Candor, you usually only do so when you need to.
Mm-hmm.
And 420, only if you were killing people.
Yeah.
So you guys are making your way to Randon to do, what was it again, Mathis?
Well, we need proper paperwork to get into the deep core world. So at the very least, making an attempt to get them or get a lead on where we can apply, or however in the hell you end up getting those papers.
Well, why don't you roll for me a skullduggery check? So do you announce to everybody else that this is something that you intend to do?
Correct.
Or
Yep, I'm not hiding it. Like, this is what we need to do in order to get into the core worlds without... And I make it clear, like, getting into the core worlds is like, if we go without the right paperwork or we get fake paperwork and we get caught, that's not where we want to be caught, like in the heart of the Empire. So I'm not hiding it. Skullduggery.
Well then, how do we plan to pay for that paperwork?
Well, first we need to figure out how much it's going to cost us, and then we go from there. Success.
okay, so you were able to Black. I did nothing. So you were able to. I didn't realize you were that good at skullduggery. You were able to.
Something.
Yeah, something apparently. You were able to make your kind of like go landing the ship. It's just like I don't know where I can. We have to figure out like where we can get some, or at least a lead on that. And I almost said it again. Doc makes the line. She does, and you respond with, "Well, we got to find out how much it costs first." But as you're saying that, kind of like something clicks in your mind. You do remember somebody that works here, like a contact that you have in this area. And so you're like, oh, well, maybe I can reach out to this person to see if they can assist me. I mean, they have worked for a law enforcement in the past. I mean, they're a trader. They do trading stuff and whatnot. But they have worked with other law enforcements in the past, with the Empire in the past. Even if that is not their direct job, maybe they can help you out. The person that you're looking for is we're going to go with a Twi'lek. And his name is Kaleka.
Okay. Works for me. So I'll actually say, and like as I'm saying that to Doc, it's almost like I'm talking myself through the process out loud. I'm like, and I might know somebody who can do that for us. So I'm gonna go meet up with them. You're all welcome to come along if you want. Just can't kill them. I need them. And I kind of look to 420 when I say that.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, do you think you'll need my help?
I don't know. Depends on the job he may have for me, or right now I'm just looking for information. So I'm gonna try and get some out of him, and then we go from there.
All right, I'll come along.
Okay.
Warbo?
Yeah. Woro just tags
Okay.
along. Like, he doesn't have to speak up. He's just in.
Okay. So everybody's just kind of like tagging along to be like, oh, let's go meet this person. Hopefully we can find some details, whatever the case may be. So making your way into this place and trying to find out what it is that you're looking for. You land in the city. The city is a lot cleaner than the other ones that you had been to. It is both a merchant place, and as I said, there's a lot of like large corporate buildings here, and they have a certain level of way that they want to look for their clients and whatnot. So they actually maintain the streets of this area around their building and whatnot rather well. So it's not just like a bunch of trash buildup anywhere. It makes it look nicer. You're traveling through there, but as you're doing so, I mean, there's still certain things that stand out to you guys. So for instance, every once in a while, Wearable might get the familiar whiff of something that is just tempting. As you're traveling through the place, you know, people trying to keep their nefarious activities down low. But it doesn't, you don't feel as though somebody's just going to meet you in the alleyway and just like kill you for 2 credits. As you're making your way to the place where it is that this person looks, where is it this person works, you kind of have to spend a little time getting to know things. Like, it's been a while since you made this contact with Kaleka. And you realize that the place of business that he works in now is slightly different, and the kind of job that he does now is slightly different. However, he is still someone that's definitely achievable, and you do reach out to where it is. So now he works for a company that manufactures firearms, but that's okay. You know, he doesn't do the actual manufacturing. There's no manufacturing area here. It's just like where the offices are held. So you're able to reach out and kind of make this contact with him. And it's one of those fun situations where you reach out to him and kind of like leave a message for the person. And when he reaches back to you, you can read like the tone of the message that he gives back is kind of like a, oh, look who came crawling out of the woodworks. Yay. But despite his tone, he does say that he will meet with you, and he can actually meet with you later on today during, like, say, when he would be taking like a lunch break or whatever the case may be.
Sure.
He has a few hours in the middle of the day that he's willing to meet with you. But like, he tells you where to meet with him, and it's like nowhere near where the building is that he works for. You know, because like that old friend of yours is coming to visit, and you're just like, oh yay, don't want my mom to meet this guy. So a
Rude.
couple hours pass. There's nothing I assume that you guys want to do while here. Correct me if I'm wrong. And you're able to meet up with this person in what is a district that is a bit more shady. It is removed from where the corporate buildings are and closer to where like a lot of merchants are and where ships will be coming and going, transporting cargo. So it's not like there's a lot of people standing there with like wares and shops that are open where you can go by and, you know, pick up meat on a stick or whatever it is, or a
Meat
gallon
on a
of blue
stick.
milk.
Classic.
Meat on a stick.
It's nothing like that. It's not like bazaars or anything like that in this region that you are. It's literally where large ships will go down and they'll pick up like canisters that have been dropped off by other ships and so forth. It's more of a transportation area. So here you guys are amongst this region with lots of ships kind of coming and going, lots of canisters lying around, almost like a shipyard, and you know, waiting for the person to meet up with you. Do you want to give them any bit of a heads up about this person and your relationship with him, or are you good with?
I'm good.
Okay, so a little bit of time passes, and eventually he kind of, you know, sends a message out to you to like your comm link that, you know, he's on his way, and he meets up with you. Kind of comes in, and his greeting is a little warm. He sees that you have friends with you, and do me a favor, everybody roll for me a vigilance check.
Vigilance.
Shit.
Where's that at?
One for a second, and you can
Very
roll,
last thing under the main list of general skills.
I
yep,
see.
general skills, not the combat vigilance.
Oh boy.
Come on, guys.
Oh boy.
Help a brother
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
Hey, I did it. I did it.
ooh, Cantor did it.
At least somebody made it, right? Wow.
Good
that's
job, Crander. Thanks, me.
What- Doc and Werbo got a strain. 420 got 2 strain from that. That's rough. Okay, so you, as he approaches and he's kind of like gives you this warm greeting, like, oh, Candor friend, it's been such a long time we've spoken. It's a pleasure meeting with you. You can kind of like, they don't get it. They're actually seeing like an old friend of yours meet up with you.
Mhm.
You're getting that tone that I've just described several times, and you're just kind of like, okay, yep, he's not in a happy mood. I'm contacting him. So you kind of like already know that you're set back. But
Okay.
everybody else, you think this is just an old friend. Go ahead.
You know, as he sits down, I'll like sit down across the table or wherever we're at.
You're inside of a shipyard, so no table.
All
You're
right,
standing
so I
amongst
lean up against the
canisters.
wall. That's fine. Canisters, sit on a canister, whatever works. And I'd be like, yeah, man, it's been so long. Look, I'm not here to take up a ton of your time. Just I need a little bit of info. Simple as that. I'm looking to get paperwork to get into the deep core.
Is your
Some
your ship, is it done thing? You know what? You just need a pass to get through.
Yeah, I need to get my ship and my crew into the deep core. Listen,
Yeah.
man, we're doing good this time. I promise.
You're pulling my tails here.
Well, you know, someone's got to. You know what I'm saying?
Does he have multiple tails?
He's got 2 that come up the top.
Nice.
That's Twi'lek for breaking balls. No, so he's like, I mean, Candor, this is, I mean, I've got a really good position now. I mean, this could be risky for me.
Well, then don't do it yourself. Just point me in the right direction.
I suppose I could do that for you. You know, I might have a way to get you. Where is it you're going exactly? You know what?
Listen, if you know where I'm going and I do something naughty, they're gonna come looking for you.
How far into the core are you looking to go?
Real deep.
Like, okay. All right. I might be able to swing something together for you. You guys have can you hold up for a few days?
I think we can enjoy this place for a few days.
Okay. I will get back to you. I feel like I'm going to regret this.
You always do.
And so with that, the meeting is like almost immediately cut short, and he's like, I will speak to you soon, friend. And and so he's kind of going to like turn and leave. The whole meeting happens over the course of like say 45 minutes or so. There was a lot of conversation that happened in the middle there that it's not necessary to have. But as he leaves, does any one of you guys chime in, or is it just kind of like, okay, fast forward 2 days?
I mean,
Go ahead.
there's nothing to say really until for Werbo at least, because look, it's about the next 2 days. If people be bringing drugs up in my shit, it ain't gonna be good.
What kind of food are we eating over those days?
You don't eat
You
anything.
don't eat. You're a droid.
All right, what kind of activities are we doing over those days?
That's a better question.
Playing sabacc. We're playing sabacc.
You're in
Badminton?
a junkyard, right?
There is a
Yeah.
junkyard here, yes.
Dude,
Just
I would love to
looking-
see some
scanning
professional
real quick.
badminton.
Do I see anything that might look useful?
So if you make it known that you're going to go on a junkyard run, Dwight will actually go with you, or DeWitt, sorry, would actually go with you, and he would bring Rhino with him. And so they would come with you, and you want to make a scavenging check, which,
Is that a thing?
yeah, it's not an actual skill, no, but
Oh,
there
okay.
is.
Sounds like I don't see it scavenging.
Why don't you make for me it's going to be 2 checks you're going to do for me, Maggie. Perception check to find stuff that you think is useful, and then mechanics to see if it actually is useful. We're going to have you set now. Do you want to use any points on this one?
No.
Perception first, then.
Okay.
Okay. So you do spend the good part of one of the days there, kind of like scrounging around the area, trying to find anything that may be of use. And you do find things that look as though they might be able to be useful. And I was actually going to reduce that slightly, Maggie.
Oh, okay.
So with that one reduction, you would still have
Should I reroll?
failed, because it would have just been one less black. So no, you don't have to reroll. It just would have been one less black. So you still would have failed. It would have been just like a flat zeros across the board. So you look around, you have some stuff that you think is useful, and you kind of like spend some time looking over it, and you're like, I don't know. It doesn't really seem to stand out. Anything else that you want to do, or are you good?
Nah.
That's the spirit.
Okay.
That's a really good mechanic.
That's the Krendor spirit.
Yeah, that's the me spirit.
Can you do me one more check? It's going to be a perception check, Maggie, as you like head back to the ship, and like the next day or so passes.
Do you have it
Oh,
set right so I
Yep,
can?
you
roll?
are good to go. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the things that you notice is that the next day, as you're kind of like going around, spending time doing stuff or whatever, moving around the ship, whatever the case may be, you notice that DeWitt had found a few things that he and R1N0 had found to be useful, deemed to be useful, and you're pretty sure that a couple of those things were in the pile that you had gathered together, but now he has them.
Okay.
So I don't know if you're like, I'll just let him have them.
Can I do a mechanics check to see what those things are?
Oh yeah, you would know definitely what they were, no question. One of them was kind of like a what is it, like a backup battery for a droid. So something that you would be able to use as like a secondary and auxiliary power for a droid. So in case like their system shut down, or if their primary battery was depleted for one reason or another, it'd be a shorter lived auxiliary one that would keep them going for just a little bit longer. Another one of the items that you had found, this one was beat up, and so it would require a considerable amount of repair. But it was like a small little engine that you would use for like not engine, like a processor or whatever that you would use for like a data pad or another form of small computer.
All right. If they're like standing near them, maybe I might say something.
Yeah, he's kind of like has it in a pile of the stuff that he had brought in and he's working on.
Hey, wasn't that what I grabbed earlier?
I don't know what you grabbed, Doc. I just know what I found.
Well, mind if I take these 2 things?
Ew, I don't know. What things you talking about?
And I hold up the battery and the processor.
Oh, that one's for that over there, and he points at like something on a shelf. And he's like, I need that to fix it. It's just not working right now. And that, I mean, you know how our 1N0 is. He gets a little, you know, I figured maybe a little power juice would help him out.
She puts it back down. She's like, fair enough. And then continue on.
Okay. So after the couple days pass, we're about last question, then we can move on. Are you any more mushroom farms? Are you good?
No, I'm good. How dare you mock his character growth? How dare.
It was his mushroom growth that I was mocking. I'm sorry. So
Gross.
you guys are the 2 days pass, and he does send word out to meet up with you again.
Okay.
And he meets up with you over at the transport area. However, in the message that he says to meet up at the same place that you met him before, just, you know, wherever it is that you can go, he does tell you to bring your ship.
Why?
You send the message back saying why?
Yeah.
Because it's not like a direct comm.
No, I know.
what
I
mean?
got you.
Yeah.
I'll send him a message back simply with just the word why.
And a question mark. And he responds saying, "You want into the core worlds?"
Yeah.
Maybe he literally just copy and pastes the original message and sends it to you.
Okay, we're going. We're bringing the ship. Let's go.
So you guys meet over there, and you kind of find wherever it is that you can dock, whatever spot you can find, and you go out to meet him in person over where he was, where it was that you had met him before. Try to navigate your way over there.
Mhm.
Assume everybody shows up and comes with, and so he meets you over in that area, and you go walking up to him, and he once again goes to do his friendly hello to you that he had done
When he
beforehand.
goes for that, actually, you see me kind of like raise my hand. I'm like, just drop the act. I know you fucking hate me.
It's like it's not how I would describe things.
Look, you just better not be selling me out.
You came to me, okay? You came to me. I am putting myself at risk right now. Are you kidding me right now? And he looks to everybody else. He's like gestures to him, looking at everybody else.
Matt, you're gonna ruin this for us.
I gesture him like witnesses that all saw you talking to me. So just don't sell me out. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, if there was a sellout, I guess they're all accomplices to whatever crime that you're about to commit.
True enough, friend. True enough.
So are we good, or are you going to throw
Don't
any
throw
more
that.
accusations my way?
I'm not throwing any accusation. I'm just saying I know you don't like me.
Jeez, oh God! You ask a guy for a favor, and then you spit in his face as he does it for you. God. Make this the last time you ever come to me, okay?
Promise.
You know, I think you're right. I do hate you. You know what? I do hate you. Make this the last time you ever come to see me. Christ. So I have for you a cargo that you can drop off for me.
Oh, excellent. Where are we going?
You're going to Coruscant.
Okay.
It's supplies for the Empire.
Okay.
So all you have to do, I have all the correct paperwork. Nothing's forged. Nothing's fake. Okay. You don't have to worry about anything like that. Everything's completely legitimate. You do have a transport ship, yes?
Correct.
As far
I
as I've always
gesture to the
known-
one behind me.
As far as I know, you've always had a transport ship, so I figured you could handle this, and that does seem to be big enough to handle the cargo I'm going to give you. So what I need you to do is to just grab these materials and bring them with you to Coruscant. The coordinates and everything you need are right here to take care of it for you.
I kind of like scoop it out of his hand and just quickly flip through like what this cargo may or may not be. Does it say, or is it like censored, like I can't open?
It is classified documentation that you're not allowed to look at the exact cargo. However, his company seal is put on it.
Okay. All right, so we can't open the cargo. I figured that much. We don't know what it is, so it's probably weapons.
Can we
and we're-
blast it open?
No, we can't do that. Or either 420.
Can we try?
Can I rip it open?
I mean, no. I'd prefer we didn't. This is our ticket into the core worlds to
He's
get.
looking at them asking these questions.
Can we
and he's
frag
like,
grenade it open?
Ooh.
I mean. I finished going through the documentation. I kind of slide it back over. I'm like, looks good to me. I accept.
wonderful. And your payment for doing this wonderful transport job is the transport job.
I figured
So
as
you're-
much.
You're welcome for that. You are welcome indeed. Anything else, friend?
Not this time. Maybe next time though.
He says, good luck, as he starts turning away, and he's like, and then he looks back at Warbo and 420 after the questions they asked, and he's like, and safe travels.
Yeah,
And
we wouldn't want to tarnish the reputation of your company, as I point at the seal.
Roger, Roger.
And so he just keeps walking away, like shaking his head. With that being said, as he walks away and he kind of like waves to a different group, the some like forklifts or whatever they are, like repulsor lifts, and workers are bringing stuff over and into the area. Now, if I remember correctly, the ship that you guys have, where are you? Right, Troc, has a.
We do have a cargo bay.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you have 2 cargo bays, and both of them have their own areas that can like lower down to taking cargo. So you gotta go up and you lower down one of the lifts and give words to the Jawa to lower the other lift, and they're able to come over and just start like bringing tons of cargo up and into this area. Tons of cargo that isn't. Oh, that's right. You know what we never handled at the beginning of this session?
Cool.
All the slaves on your ship.
They're free now.
Yeah, you freed them on the planet of the hut. That was totally like a huge and important detail.
I could have just been like giving them back to like they're on the planet. Find them.
Yeah, like go hunt down and recollect your slave. Oh my god, you totally could have been like, oh yeah, no, I definitely freed slaves. Here they are for you to bring back at your leisure. You know what I mean? Like as soon as you're finished solving whatever problems out. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Wow. Jesse, how did you not remember this?
Look, I also forgot that there's a guy back on that damn planet I gotta go beat up until right now. It's like, fuck. Look, that's what happens when Mathis is so busy that he can't do this show.
Whoa.
Truly disgusting.
Yeah, I was working on a special exclusive YouTube show.
Sad,
Terrible.
really.
Terrible. So sad.
Sad.
Hashtag sad.
Hashtag
Yep.
sad.
I still stick to my guns. Blame Maggie. So we are.
That's true.
I say the slaves are still on board. If we didn't
Hashtag
take
shoot
them off-
Maggie.
If we didn't take them off, the slaves are still there. They have not left.
Then
They
they're
are-
free on this planet. I kicked them all out. I don't
No,
have
we have to have a scene for it, Mathis.
to- All right, okay. I don't have the
The-
food to feed them.
I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know. The only problem with that is how would you have fed these slaves until now? And wouldn't Werbo have freed them on Narahaska? Wouldn't they have been a part of his farming gig?
That's what I was
That's
thinking.
what
that
happened. They
were
all went to the farm. They all went to the farm.
Yeah, instead of all the little guys, it was
Yeah, retcon. They all went to go work on the farm, and all those
Yeah.
little guys, because I was detoxing, were the slaves.
You thought they were all crazy people, but they were like crazy little Ugnaughts, but they weren't.
Yeah,
they were
they were
slaves.
slaves.
Well,
Well,
don't
It's
forget,
like,
he
when
was.
it's like when your mom, like as a kid, takes you have to put your pet down. Just they went to the farm. They
Yeah.
went to the farm.
Oh, that's funny. So it's actually funny because if I remember correctly, the last thing Werbo did before he went into slavery wasn't he hanging out on the Ugnaught planet?
Yes,
Was it-
correct?
Was that not the Ugnaught planet?
It was.
So
Snaggletooth.
so he was.
no,
just-
it was a Snaggletooth planet.
yeah, and those are Ugnaughts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
So.
no. The Snaggletooth guys are not Ugnaughts. Snaggletooth guys are different.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. No, you are all correct. Snaggletooth was the previous captain of the previous ship from the previous show. Wow,
What?
bleeding details. But so you had
Unbelievable.
so yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Crandora. I know I try to meet your standards.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
you're
have very
saying-
high standards, and this is just you're letting me down.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Crandora.
Disgusting.
So Ugnaughts are on the mushroom the farmers are the slaves are on the mushroom farm working for Colonel Sanders. It's all canon now. We're good. Okay.
Yes. Does he have chicken?
He has space chicken.
Yeah, he has
Colonel Anders
some other
has
foul.
mushrooms, no chicken.
Oh, yeah, right.
Colonel Anders has
Oh.
mushrooms. Colonel
Okay.
Stephen Anders, S. Anders.
Okay.
But you know what
I
though? Those
understand.
mushrooms, Crandor,
Yeah,
they taste like chicken.
it's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's, good enough
take
for
it.
most people that eat chicken for Taco Bell. So you guys are having all the stuff be brought onto the ship. So as it's being brought into the ship, the Jawa is going crazy, like you know, ooh teeny,
Oh, what
you
the
know,
fuck?
he's going crazy. Like, what is all this garbage coming on here? You can't understand him.
Yeah, no,
You know,
like
but He's kind of like freaking out because all of a sudden, and people are coming in and kind of like moving stuff. Yeah, put that over there, and it goes over there. But before they remove the repulsor, it's like moving it over to some other direction because it wants to stack a different way. And he's kind of like buzzing around, doing all this like effectively disruptive stuff.
I run, not run, but I walk over to the job. I'm like, what's your problem? What is your issue? Get lost, get off this ship, leave the ship. I'm like pointing at the door.
Yeah, and he's like nodding, or it is like nodding like vigorously with you and pointing like out towards the ship, and then it goes over and starts getting one of the repulsor lifts and starts pushing it towards the left.
I go over, I pick him up. I'm like, stop it! No, this stays on the ship.
You gotta pick it up, and you swear like the thing just bit you, or whatever the case may be. You're not even sure. All of a sudden, like there's a sharp pain in your arm, and you drop him to the ground, and he's kind of like running around and goes to the other cargo area, and you hear like shouts happening from over there.
I just like you see me just like running off, like swearing like I'm gonna kill him. Like I swear, come shoot this thing next time I see it.
Doc's just watching us all, and she's just like, "Is how you talk to everyone?" Because she just saw you like meet your old friend and just totally be an asshole to him. I mean, this is her like first few months of like hanging out with you and being like,
you just like see, I like throw my hand up like only the people who deserve it. Oh, speaking of Doc, I'm not getting paid for this job, so if you stick around, it's purely on a voluntary basis.
Damn.
Did you just fire me?
I throw my hands in the air. I'd like you to stay. You're incredibly useful.
Also,
Damn.
I never got paid for the last job.
That's still in the works.
Walking by, you feel a tap on your shoulder, and you look over to see the Celestin say to you, "Welcome to the crew," and then just kind of like shakes his head as he walks by.
She's just like standing there with the pad, like, what is happening?
So eventually all of the cargo is put onto the ship. It's all sealed and locked and everything. And you have like each one of them has like little, it's what are they called? Data pads on either side of each one of them that will have like a listing of what's inside of it. But all the data pads are encrypted. So you can't just like get into it. None of you guys have the password to the keys or anything like that to get to look inside, both physically or virtually. And you do, of course, have all of your paperwork and everything is on the up and up. And it's kind of like going through your systems logs. You can see, kind of checking through things. You can see that you've been uploaded as a part of, at least temporarily, as a part of one of the ships that are on the, for deliveries or whatever, for transportation of this company for right now. So everything seems to be on the up and up. Everything seems to be perfectly clear. And you're welcome to fly out of there and leave. The ship is at its capacity for what it's allowed to take on, or almost its capacity, to the point where you can't take on any more cargo, right? As you take off and go to leave, you refuel the ship, everything's good to go. All that's taken care of by the company. So as you go to leave, now the question is, as you are plotting your way to go there, the two easiest ways into the core worlds from where you are right now, from Randon, is either the one that kind of takes you through New Absalon, or the way that takes you through Kashyyyk. So which direction do you choose to go to bring you galactic west?
Yeah, Mathis, where are we going?
I mean, we can go through Kashyyyk. We're just not going to land on it. So you can look at it at the space window, but we ain't landing there.
Don't we need to land? Don't we need to land to refuel at some point?
Sure, but Kashyyyk is like the next one, so you definitely
like
just
Kashyyyk's a
refuel.
short jump. Basically, I'll take whatever the most direct route is. If that means we pass Kashyyyk, then that's fine.
Okay. And what are your feelings on this Werbo, if he says anything or not, or at least Jesse? Do you want to pass through Kashyyyk, or are you like, I don't want to return home right now?
Warbo is not pleased with the idea that we're so close to home, which is Imperial controlled.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Empire controls all of it, and it's a slave world for his people. So not thrilled with the idea.
He also has a cargo full of recently manufactured weapons that are supposed to be dropped off towards the Empire.
Well, we can go around it then. If it's going to cause an issue, I'd rather do this as cleanly and quietly as possible than deal with the repercussions of effing with the Empire. I'd only prefer to F with them when necessary. So we'll go around.
Okay.
If that makes Werbo happy.
Thank you.
Rounded it is. I was worried for a second there that he'd be like, my brother can wait a little longer, and he'd want to go to Kashyyyk and just drop off all those weapons for the freedom fighters there, and be like. So, anyways,
I like how you gave a moment to see if that clicked with Jesse, and like.
Oh no! It had already passed, but he had leaned forward, so that's why I was like, is he gonna say something? No. Okay, so Maggie, take it away with your astrogation to bring us into. Hold on, to bring us into where it is that you're going.
Right.
You are on a hyperlane.
Astrogating, Captain.
Wow, beautiful.
Oh shit.
That is amazing. You seriously reduce the time of travel. You reduce the time spent calculating all that stuff. This is, I mean, you find a very good route to get between point A and point B. And you know what I'm going to do? I know it is only 12:40 and it's a little bit early. But before we go flying ourselves into the core worlds, before we go and starting on that next grandiose endeavor, we're actually going to call it a little bit early this session. And then next session, of course, we will be entering the core worlds to free Werbo's brother, or at least attempting to.
Oh, shit.
No, shit.
Yeah.
All right, well, the next session will be in 2 weeks. We will not have a session next week, but the week after we will. For those who are here, if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the follow button so you know when we go live. We are live every Tuesday and Thursday. We'll go around the room. People can say where they are and what they got going on this week. We'll wrap it up, starting with Miss Maggie. What's going on with you this week, Maggie?
Hey, I don't have as much going on this week because I've kind of taken it a little chill because I haven't been feeling well. But Sunday, I will be on Roll For It for Shadowrun if you guys are interested in checking out some of that stuff. And then I'll be back here, but we're changing things up. And on Tuesdays, we'll be doing D&D, and then we'll see what happens.
Star Wars wise.
But hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I love the show. I hope that we can make it happen. Please.
Me too.
Please.
I'm sure it'll work out in the end.
Yeah.
Krendor,
I mean, I'll be here.
chill away, man. What you got going on?
What up, everybody? I stream a lot on Twitch now. It's a thing I do because
Yes, you
it
do.
makes more money than YouTube at this point. Check me out, twitch.tv/Krendor. And I don't have to rely on ad money. It's great. I also stream a lot of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Way too much, in fact. I think in the past month, I've streamed like 100 hours of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Damn.
I play a lot. I've won a few times, so you know I'm all right. And I still make YouTube videos though. I make a lot of Hearthstone decks that people yell at me at how bad I am. Do you want to yell at me at how bad I am? Check them out. Just comment below on those videos. And I actually made a deck about cute animals. I made a deck about I made a discard deck. That was one of my better ones actually. I thought it was gonna be bad. I'm gonna make a deck about poisonous things probably tonight. Just you know, I just try out dumb things and then hope they work. And that's what I do there. And then follow me on Twitter. Twitter.com/Krendor. That's where I tweet out everything that I do. So that's the best place to follow me.
Perfect. Jesse,
Yeah.
what's up with you this week?
Well, more Outlast 2 and Fan Friday tomorrow, and then the rest of the week I'll probably dick around and pray, check that game out on a stream or something, and that's it, man. You know,
The
being
huge.
cool, being super cool,
Being a
and
cool
you
dude.
know, on the prowl for people who hate slavery. Hashtag that's my fetish. I'm not a fan of slavery.
Not a fan of slavery.
I'm not a fan of slavery. Hashtag that's my fetish.
Yeah, Scott. What do you got going on?
I'm just staring at Jesse's fetish dance. It's good
How
sass.
does that even work? Is it just like, hey, are you not a fan of slavery? And they're like, no, I hate slavery. And you're like,
And I
yeah,
am
you
instantly
do.
aroused.
Yeah, you're just like, yes.
I'm like, oh, you hate slavery too, eh?
Can we talk about an aroused Wookiee for a second? Because you don't wear pants.
We're not all equipped like humans. You don't even know if a Wookiee has a dong. Stop making it weird. Stop making it weird.
Just say, is it more like a
Listen,
cat?
man, I've
Is that-
seen
Stop making it weird.
I've seen the Star Wars holiday special. They live a lot like humans do.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean they have dongs. Get out of here. Stop making it weird, y'all. You guys are making it dirty. He's a Wookiee. He is a big teddy bear. Stop making it weird. Stop making it weird.
Someone said my friend really wants to see a girl power deck. Consider it done. Girl power Hearthstone deck.
Hey,
That's
there you
actually a
go.
great idea.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's
That's
really
all
cool.
I do. I just rely on people to tell me what to do. Then I
Awesome.
don't have to think. It's great.
So is that what you're gonna do tonight instead? Is girl power?
No, I got to work on that one. My poison
Okay.
one's already done.
Okay, gotcha.
I
All right,
start
cool.
that up and record.
Cool. All right, so let's see. Where can you find me? It's now starting next week. Tuesday nights here, Lost Initiative. Thursday nights here, Lost Initiative. Both of them 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then let's see. On Fridays, I am also over at Roll For It hanging out because Maggie and I kind of like went over there and took over. We like killed leadership, and now we're there with
Yeah, people are legit
strong arming that place.
Just kidding.
Yeah. No. So we are. I'm over there at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays, and then after that ends, I start up a different Twitch on twitch.tv/DaleRickMaster, where I run another D&D campaign. I'm actually running a Everon campaign because I love Everon a lot and I miss it a ton. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter. That's Dalerick, which is my name's right there. So it's good.
Sweet.
And I actually just started doing YouTube. I just forgot because
What?
all I did was ported over like my stuff from
Stream VODs.
Twitch. But I actually tossed up a let's see what I had a request, and I'm most likely going to be making like basic tutorial videos for what the hell's it called?
Roll20?
Roll20. Yeah, because like I put like a thing up there. I don't even know where the hell. Where is this on
There's
Twitch?
A poll, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
did a poll on Twitter, and I can't remember. Here it is. Hey, and the votes are in. It's 37% saying so. It looks like I'm going to be doing some at least basic Roll20 tutorial videos. Fun. That'll be a lot of fun. That just means I'll actually finally update my damn what are they called? Macros, which
There
I've
you go.
been saying I'll do for like 8 weeks and
macros.
haven't.
Damn
macros.
macros.
Damn.
For
macros.
myself, you can find me over at youtube.com/MathisGames. I'm playing a lot of Heroes of the Storm with Jesse and Sinvicta. I've got Prey going up starting tomorrow, and I'm finishing up Outlast 2 in the next day or two. The last couple episodes should be going live. Judge Mathis, I've got a video going live this coming next Friday, rather, on
Dude,
Full Throttle.
Mathis, you
Yeah.
just need to get onto CBS, become like Judge Judy. It's gonna be a lot more. It's gonna be a lot better.
I have to
telling
just get on TV, man, and be better.
Yeah, just get on TV.
There's already a Judge Mathis on TV though. That's where the name came
Oh my
from.
God, you're right.
I know, that's where the joke came from. So
I don't get it.
That's
Don't
not
worry
good for
about it.
branding. Then
I don't
people are
get it.
gonna search Judge Mathis and find that. and
I just
then
gotta
they'll start
overtake
watching
him
that.
on. I gotta overtake him on YouTube, and I'm already starting to, so it's all
Yeah,
good.
you gotta
don't-
overtake him.
Other than that, obviously, I'm here Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you want to, you can interact with the show directly on Twitter. The Twitter handle is Lost in It Show. There's a subreddit with fan art and conversations about characters and all that good stuff, which is linked in the bottom down here. And we'll be back on Tuesday for D&D, but we will be back in 2 weeks for Star Wars for Thursday. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Is that guy like a senior citizen? Are you like overtaking like the geriatric society?
Bye-bye.